I said, no, it's a piercing. But no, all joking aside, Mum was a very special person. When I first came out of the closet as gay at the age of 14, most parents would either lose their minds and throw you out of the house or, throw their arms around you and say, we'll always be there for you. But no, Mum was hilarious. She took me to the doctor. That didn't work out the way she planned. So we went to a psychiatrist, then a priest, a rabbi, finally a voodoo priestess just to try and, cure me. Oh, dear. Even until her dying day, she never stopped trying to save me. I guess she really did love me that much. Crazy old bat. I'm gonna miss you, Mum.
How we deal with death is at least as important as how we deal with life. So said James Tiberius Kirk in the classic film Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, which features at its end the death of Spock. I think we can all recall where we were and what we were doing when we first saw that scene. How we felt when Spock manually repairs the warp drive that is leaking radiation in order to enable the Starship Enterprise to reach a high enough speed to escape destruction by the Genesis bomb, thus saving the entire crew. And it's his words that echo in my mind whenever I think of Colleen's passing. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
That's the best Star Trek movie, Jack. Shh, Brendo.
Not that Colleen was ever anything but nasty to me, and I really didn't like the way she treated Glenn sometimes. Still, like Glenn said, it was just her way, and who are we to understand why someone's a bitch? So, for me, thinking of her as a self-sacrificing Vulcan, giving her life for the many, gives me some solace, as I hope it does for you.
Where was I?
Were there Wookiees on the Starship Enterprise? No, there were not.
Hey.
Hey. Sad day.
Yeah. Why?
Glenn's mum, you fuckwit.
Oh yeah, God. Doesn't she sound awful?
Have a bit of respect for how Glenn might be feeling.
Yeah, he's sounding pretty devastated. Hey, have either of you guys seen Zoltan?
Actually, Aaron, I've been meaning to talk to you about Zoltan. How serious are you about him?
Oh, we're pretty serious. He's the love of my life. Why?
Nothing.
What do you... Alright, what do you mean nothing?
Nothing. He means nothing. Pete often opens his gob when he has nothing to say, especially when what he has to say is none of his business.
I was just asking.
Okay, but you must have been asking for a reason.
No, just no reason. Hey, let's go get a drink.
It's just...
Okay, what?
Are you sure your feelings are reciprocated?
Yeah. Totally. Why? Okay,
Well,
what?
Like today, we're all here with our partners, Brendan and Jack, Toby and I, and...
Oh, Pete, you can drop the bullshit, okay? I know what you're driving at. Zoltan isn't demonstrative with his feelings. He's not wired that way. What you don't get is that Zoltan is a man who marches to the beat of his own drum. He'll be here.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, when he's done with that beat. That's great news, isn't it, Jack?
What? Oh, yeah. Well done, Glenn.
I didn't really do anything. Just waited for the old bitch to die. Oh God, I said that out loud.
be fair on yourself. You weren't just waiting.
What's going on?
Glenn's mother left him $800,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do with that?
Oh, we're going to open a B&B for people into BDSM.
That's actually a really good idea.
We're going to have to soundproof the rooms.
We already know a lot of people in the scene. We looked at some awesome properties online last night.
We're going to have theme rooms. I'm designing the pirate room myself.
Yeah, easy, Peter. We haven't settled on that one.
Oh no, I'll be into that. So will Captain Jack Sparrow here. Arr.
Excuse me. Hello, Jack. So good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Hey, you know all that stuff about your mum?
She really loves him.
Yeah, but she didn't know how to show him. Yeah? See, I can really relate to that. Has anybody seen Zoltan?
Why would Zoltan be here?
Because he's my partner and I'm at the funeral of the mother of one of my best friends.
We're not.
Brendan, did he say anything to you?
Yeah, well, he's stick licking.
He's what? He's what?
Stick licking, the African martial art. I love that. You know, we should seriously consider a jungle room.
Yeah, write it down.
He said he's having his first lesson today with Cobra, his new martial arts teacher. Didn't he tell you?
Yeah. Yeah, of course he told me.
Why are you looking for him then?
I'm not. Just here offering my condolences.
But you asked about him.
Okay, why are you all so obsessed with me and Zoltan being together? Jesus. So, Glenn, so sorry about your dead mother. And, I mean, great news about the BDSM B&B.
Thank you, Aaron.
Someone's got to tell him.
Tell him what?
Zoltan's been fucking half the southern hemisphere.
Oh, God. The poor deluded. Fuck me, look at those flowers.
You know, I was just saying to Pete and Toby that, I mean, just because Zoltan doesn't do the whole gushy-gushy thing, doesn't mean he's not as into me as I am into him. No, Zoltan's a man. That's why I love him. I mean, anyway, look at Glenn and his mother. I mean, she practiced voodoo on him when she was alive, and then she dies, and she leaves him everything. Why? Because she loves him. She loves you, right? She didn't know how to show it, but she loves you. Well, that's exactly how it is with Zoltan and me. You know, and if you don't understand that, then just stay the fuck out of my business.
Yeah, maybe Zoltan does care for him. I mean, your mum did leave you with everything.
No. She left me the money because my sister married an Indian dude.
Well, racism does trump homophobia most of the time.
Not in Iran.
That's true.
What about a Star Trek room?
Oh my God, a Star Trek room. Imagine being Kirk getting sucked off by Spock on the bridge of the Enterprise.
Oh my God, Pete actually has pointy ears.
I'll raise the shields.
God, this is Star Trek. It's serious.
There's faces to Jesus.
Guys, don't you have any boundaries? Come on.
What's Star Trek?